Fans, welcome to Swain County High School, the home of the Lady Devils, as we are broadcasting live on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon as our Lady Devils are hosting the Andrews Wildcats from just on the other side of the Nantahala Gorge. We, back in the day, used to like to call it the championship of Nantahala Gorge when Swain and Andrews played, and we're ready to go. Alexis Beasley is going to be leading off for Andrews here on the top of the first inning. Of course, in the pitching circle is going to be our ace. We're talking about Riley Rawls, who has had a great season pitching for the Lady Devils, obviously. She has just been so good. 2.38 ERA, 53 innings pitched, 748 pitches, and there is a base hit right over first base into right field. So I guess it's safe to say the no-hitter is out the window. So anyway, but again, Riley has had a great season. Seriously, one of the strikeout leaders in Western North Carolina. 82 strikeouts, only 10 walks, 18 earned runs. As we mentioned, 53 innings pitched. And, you know, it's surprising. No doubles, no triples, giving up only 3 home runs. And again, now with about 750 pitches. And doing a great job in the circle today. But again, down at first base with a single is going to be Alexis Beasley. The Wildcats coached by Reagan Holder, the head coach, assisted by David Queen, Kenny Clark, and Emily Merritt. And again, it's been a tough year, just being brutally honest, for the Andrews softball team. They've had a tough season. There's a swing and a miss for a strike with a runner on first and nobody out. We're just underway here on the top of the first inning at Swain County High School, the home of the Lady Devils. Kinley Queen batting now. Where's number 12? And will be in the pitching circle this afternoon for the Lady Wildcats of Andrews. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strikeout number 1 now for Riley Rawls. And talking about Rawls, now she only needs 5 strikeouts from moving into 5th place all-time with 230 career strikeouts. She would be passing Taylor Day, who had 229. And I have a feeling that Riley Rawls is going to rack up these strikeouts pretty quick. That one off speed for a ball. 1-0 the count. Again, we're just underway. Temperatures around 80 degrees here, on the low 80s. Just a great Tuesday afternoon. Of course, we've had so many cold games with the dogwood winter and just so many cold days of softball and baseball. There's a swing and a miss. Pick-out throw down to first from Carly Tisateski, who has such a good arm behind the plate. This Lady Devil softball team, I think, is going to be the up-and-coming team in the next year or two, because not one single senior on this starting lineup. As a matter of fact, on the entire team for the Lady Devils and head coach Toby Burrell. There's a swing and a miss. Again, down at first base is Alexis Beasley. With one down, Carly Clark is the batter, the starting first baseman for Andrews. Where's number 16? On deck is going to be Demi Davis, the Lady Wildcat catcher. Andrews, as you can see by the colors, there's another swing and a miss. And that's going to be strikeout number 2 already. Carly Clark goes down swinging. Demi Davis batting now, the cleanup hitter for the Wildcats, with a runner on first base. Alexis Beasley led off with a base hit. And Davis, the starting catcher, now in the batter's box, as Rawls has already 2 strikeouts here in the first inning. 2 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Katie Moses is going to be on deck. Gary Ayers along with you, and got ace cameraman Josh Gordon running the show here this afternoon on this Tuesday. Glad to have you along, whether you're listening in from the Andrews area or here in Swain County. Again, Davis in the batter's box. Off speed. Oh, boy, that one just missed. Carly Tisateski framed that one and held it there for a second. And I thought it was going to be a called strike as well. But Carly now talking to the home plate umpire about that called ball. So here we go, the windup and the throw. Rising fastball, and that's going to be a strike. We'll take a look at the standings and talk more about that as the game goes on here this afternoon. It has been a tough season for the Lady Wildcats, looking for their first win of the year. And, of course, the Lady Devils are hoping it doesn't happen today here at Swain County High School. Foul ball. No play as it hits the back fence. Off the bat of Demi Davis, the catcher. Katie Moses again, as we mentioned, on deck. With 2 out, 1 on. Top of the first inning, just getting underway. A little breeze blowing, and the dogwoods are blooming, and it's 80 degrees. It's just a beautiful day for softball and baseball, and we're going to be here for both softball, and then we'll have baseball cranking up at 6:30. Swain hosting Andrews, of course. Pitch low for a ball. So it's going to be, again, a good day to get out, and you can wear your shorts and your short sleeves and sit on the side of the bank or behind the home plate at either field and enjoy some good baseball and softball. Pitch in, ground ball, right up the middle. Going to be a play at second base, and it's going to be a good job down there at second base as well. Doing a good job defensively for the Lady Devils. Tracking that one down is going to be Kaylee Parker. Steps on the bag, gets the force play at second, and it's going to be the end of the top of the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Our Lady Devils will be at bat with Andrews still looking for that first run. We'll be back after this timeout. Fans, welcome back on the Maroon Devils Network. Our Lady Devils got Andrews with one runner on base. But after that, it was 3 up and 3 down. And now the Lady Devils are going to be at the plate here on the bottom of the first inning. And it's going to be Molly Woodard, Kennedy Anthony, and Riley Rawls, 1, 2, 3 batters. And then Molly's sister is going to be in the number 4 spot, Faith Woodard. And it's interesting. We have 3 sets of sisters on this year's Lady Devil softball team. And there's a slap hit. Of course, Molly, a slap hitter. The center fielder having a good year, hitting .333. And just getting a lot of stuff done. Molly is a solid player. 9 runs scored, 10 hits on the year, 5 RBIs, 1 double, 1 triple, 4 stolen bases for the slap hitter. Talking about the 3 sets of sisters, Faith and Molly Woodard, Maddie and Mackenzie Bird, and Haley and Carly Tisateski. 3 sets of sisters on this year's team. And we've had sister sets before. So this might be unique, having 3 sets on one team. I remember one year we had 2 or 3 players basically with the same names. And so we play the name game just about every year in one way or another for the Lady Devil softball team. But glad to be here for head coach Toby Burrell and his entire squad here in the Smoky Mountain Conference contest with the Andrews Lady Wildcats. Off-speed pitch, going to be high for a ball. In the circle for Andrews is Kinley Queen. Around the infield, behind the plate, is going to be Demi Davis. At first base is Carly Clark. At second base, Riley LeQuire. At shortstop is going to be Shantae Rattler. And then at third base is Hannah Talkington. And as we mentioned, behind the plate, Demi Davis. In the outfield, left field, Alexis Beasley. In center field is Kaya Ellis. And in right field, Katie Moses. So that's your defense here, if you will, for the Lady Wildcats of Andrews. Molly Woodard steps out of the box momentarily, now steps back in, facing Kinley Queen. Kinley, foot back on the pitching rubber, and we're ready to go. There's a shot right up the middle. It's going to be a base hit right at the center field. It gets the ball back in quickly, but that's a solid base hit off the bat of Molly Woodard. Again, just a line shot right over second base for Molly. And again, she now has 11 hits on the year. Doing a good job batting .333, and she is very capable. As a matter of fact, she is the leading base stealer on this team, I believe, with 4 stolen bases. So look for her to take off at any time. Kennedy Anthony at the plate. Ball gets through. Taken off easily down to second base. Again, is going to be Molly Woodard. And again, that ball got through. So now do you score at a wild pitch or, or a pass ball? Regardless, Kennedy Anthony, what a year she is having. Leading the team in batting average, hitting .444, leads the team with 12 hits, leads the team with 12 RBIs, has scored 7 runs, has a couple of doubles, 1 triple, a couple of home runs, and 3 stolen bases. Again, Kennedy, one of these outstanding sophomores on this team. For the Lady Devils, Riley Rawls is going to be on deck now with 1 on, nobody out, bottom of the first inning, and no score. The windup now from Queen. A swing and a miss. Big cut by Kennedy. Kennedy, as we mentioned, capable of hitting it out of the park with a couple of home runs on the season. And is an outstanding shortstop as well. Queen with a windup. And the pitch going to be low for a ball. Taking off down to third base as the ball can't come up with it. The catcher, Debbie Davis, lost the handle, couldn't come up with it. So already over at third base now is going to be the leadoff hitter, Molly Woodard. Molly got there on a ball that got through the catcher. This one kind of bobbled, rolling over to the fence. And Molly is down at third base now after leading off with a base hit. And Kennedy, very capable of getting her 13th RBI. There's a ball that the catcher, again, didn't handle, and that's going to be ball 4. Rounding first, Kennedy is already heading down to second, and the Lady Wildcats, again, not aware, so Kennedy already down at second now. She just walked on a walk and then just kept going. So again, the Lady Wildcats not aware. And Kennedy Anthony is down at second base now. Riley Rawls, the hitter. And besides having a good year pitching in the circle, Riley Rawls having a good year at the bat with .333 average, 1 run scored, 8 hits, 7 RBIs, 4 doubles on the year. And that is one of the team leading stats along with Carly Tisateski talking about the 4 doubles. Big swing and a miss. First base empty, nobody out. Runners at second and third for Riley Rawls. Again, talking about outstanding sophomores and juniors on this team. We were talking about senior day off the air before the game, and we realized there is no senior on this Lady Devils softball team. Pitch high, gets by. Everybody is going to stay, though. Hustling in, Kinley Queen. That was just a wild pitch. That one hit way over the head of the catcher, Demi Davis. Back on the screen, but Davis got to it quickly, and everybody holds. As again, Queen hustling in from the pitching circle to cover home plate. Pitch in, just missing for a ball. On deck behind Riley Rawls is going to be Faith Woodard. Again, one of the Woodard sisters, as they are batting in the top 4 of the Lady Devil lineup here. Pitch high for a ball. That may load the bases. That's going to be ball 4, yes. So the second walk in a row now, given up by Kinley Queen. Bases loaded, nobody out here on the bottom of the first inning. Faith Woodard is not a batter you want to face with the bases loaded. Riley comes out now. Rawls heads to the dugout. Coming on as a pinch runner. And that is pretty much par for the course for these Lady Devils. And coming on is going to be, looks like Jaden Smiley coming on for the Lady Devils. And she has scored 7 runs this year, doing a lot of pinch running. But again, talking about Molly Woodard, when you got the bases loaded and nobody out, Molly is, wow, a tough batter. Hitting .333, 9 runs scored. I'm talking about Faith, I'm sorry. Faith Woodard hitting .346, 5 runs scored, 9 hits, 8 RBIs on the year, a double and a home run. Faith is the junior. Molly is the sophomore for the Woodard sisters. But again, Faith, a big bat at the plate here. There's a foul ball off the back screen. On deck is going to be Carly Tisateski. So if you're in the shoes of Andrews Lady Wildcat pitcher Kinley Queen, man, this is a tough situation. Bases loaded with a number 4 and 5 hitters, both with big bats here in the bottom of the first inning. Outfielders playing pretty deep right now for the Lady Wildcats. Molly with a high fly ball into center field. Center fielder has it. Runner tagging at third. The run will score. And Molly Woodard scores on the first run of the day for the Lady Devils on the high fly from Faith Woodard. Again, the first RBI of the ball game now. Carly Tisateski batting, one of the top hitters on the team. Carly hitting .429, 3 runs scored. She gets a pinch runner a lot. But one of the team leaders, 12 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 11 RBIs, and a home run for the outstanding catcher, Carly Tisateski. And again, her sister Haley is on the team, one of the sets of sisters that we were talking about earlier. So now, third base is open. Carly steps back in the batter's box with a Lady Devil 1-0 lead. Still nobody out. Queen with the windup pitch just missing for a ball. Runners jump off the bags. Again, down at first base is Jaden Smiley. Down at second base, Kennedy Anthony. And again, third base is open as Molly Woodard scored on that fly ball to center field off the bat of Faith. Swing and a miss, big cut by Carly. So that's pretty cool. I mean, your sister knocks you in as you're on third base, and she brings you in for the first run of the ball game. So pretty cool stuff. And now down to third base. Talking about stolen bases, third base now is occupied by Kennedy Anthony. Second base now open. And Jaden may take off in a minute here. We'll see. Jaden has been doing a good job pinch running all year, and she does. She takes off. There's a ball well hit. That ball is out of here. There's no question about that one. When that ball left the bat, you're like, oh, man, that cleared the fence by 20 feet. And Carly Tisateski just got herself a 3-run homer, her second home run of the season. And again, 3 big RBIs. So, wow, what a big shot off the bat of Carly Tisateski. 3-run homer. And the Lady Devils now with a big lead now early in the ball game. And that scoreboard says 3-0, but I think according to my numbers, I think it's 4. But anyway, there's a 3-run homer for Carly. And again, Molly scored earlier as her sister Faith brought her in with that fly ball to center field. 1 down. And there's a high pitch. Bases are empty, so no harm done. Bases empty. 1 down. And they got it straight over on the scoreboard. It's a 4-0 Lady Devil lead. And again, Kaylee Parker batting now for the Lady Devils, our second baseman, hitting .148. 8 runs scored on the year for Kaylee. 4 hits on the year, a couple of RBIs, 2 stolen bases for the junior. Kaylee Parker. Maddie Bird is going to be on deck. One of the Bird sisters, as we were talking about, Maddie and Mackenzie. Ball in the dirt, gets through, but again, nobody on base, no harm done. And that's been a little bit of an issue here in the first inning for Andrews. Is some of the pitches are getting through, and boy, that's tough. So now on is going to be Kaylee Parker, and that is walk number 3 here in the bottom of the first inning. Maddie Bird batting now with a .304 batting average. Maddie with 3 home runs on the year, 7 big RBIs. Taken off down to second base. There's a throw, but it's going to be way late as Kaylee Parker is easing on into second base with a stolen base here. And the wind's about to blow all our stats and pages away. But talking about Maddie having a good season. Hitting .304, 6 runs, 7 hits, 7 RBIs, a double, a triple, and 3 home runs on the year. That's a pretty good year. The Lady Devil leader in that home run department as she steps out of the box just a moment. Now gets back in, ready to go. 1 on, 1 down. Here's the windup, pitch high for a ball. On deck behind Maddie is going to be Allie Stevenson, our third baseman. Talking about youngsters on this young team. Allie, one of the younger ones, as a freshman. Wind up. Well, that one a call strike just across the knees, if you will. Maddie, the starting left fielder for the Lady Devils, steps out of the box, gets the signal from head coach Toby Burrell down there on the coaching box at third base. Robbie Brown in the box over at first base. 2 guys that have been around Swain athletics for years and years and years. We have so many good folks over there in the dugout talking about, of course, Toby Burrell and Robbie Brown, along with Kevin Jones, Amanda Carson, Andrew Pickle, Elila Green, all these folks helping out with the Lady Devil softball team. And we appreciate the work they do. The Andrews catcher looks like having an issue. There's a timeout on the field, and not sure what the issue is, if it was with her face mask or catching glove, or anyway, she's back. 1 down, 1 on, and a 4-0 Lady Devil lead here on the bottom of the first inning, thanks to a 3-run homer deep left field off the bat of Carly Tisateski. There's a big swing and a miss. Now from Allie Stevenson, our freshman. Pick out throw down to third, not in time. Getting down there with good hustle is going to be Kaylee Parker. Now down at third base. So getting back in the box now is going to be Allie Stevenson. There's a foul ball off her bat right over the Andrews dugout, out of play. On deck is going to be Addison Jenkins. Got the ball back in. Some fans over there brought the ball back into play quickly. So here we go. Again, Lady Devils with a quick 4-0 lead and a runner now at third base. Pitch in for a strike again, calling a third strike. So again, 2 strikes that were kind of across the knees, if you will, and Andrews gets out of the inning. But it's a 4-0 Lady Devil lead after 1. Stay with us. Andrews coming to bat after this timeout. One inning in the books here. Our Lady Devils with a 4-0 lead over Andrews as the Lady Wildcats will be coming to bat. Here on the top of the second inning, slap hit, and coming quickly, the first and third baseman for the Lady Devils defensively charging as they were looking for an attempted bunt over there. So coming hard from third base, Allie Stevenson, and charging Faith Woodard from first base as the Lady Wildcats are at bat. Here's a high pitch and a swing and a miss for and the Lady Wildcats. There's a foul ball right over head coach Reagan Holder down at first base down there. So no play on that one. Now, this young lady is wearing a number 10. I'm guessing it is Katie Moses. On the roster sheet, it says number 11. But I'm guessing she is number 10. That's the number on her black jersey with the red number. Another foul ball. And I think so. Riley Luquire is on deck wearing number 6. So this is Katie Moses, the right fielder for Andrews. Andrews got a base hit right out of the gate in the first inning, but then Riley Rawls went to work and 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Left that runner stranded in the first inning. Katie Moses, Riley Luquire, and Shantae Rattler. Your Lady Wildcats batting here on the top of the second inning. Ball in the dirt. Carly digs it up. No harm done for a ball. Nobody on. Nice breeze blowing here on this 80-degree Tuesday afternoon at the home of the Lady Devils. We'll have baseball coming up later at 6:30 here on the Maroon Devils Network. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Kennedy on to first base. Bang, bang. One down. So a grounder to shortstop. And again, Kennedy, a very good defensive player over there at shortstop. Good arm, good range, and one down. Riley Luquire batting now with 1 out, nobody on. Shantae Rattler on deck. So we've got a lot of softball here for the Lady Devils hosting Andrews. And we'll have Maroon Devil baseball coming up at 6:30 hosting Andrews as well. Riley, the starting second baseman now for the Lady Wildcats. Rawls the windup and the throw. Swing and a miss. The Lady Devils in solid white with maroon numbers and maroon trim. Andrews on the road with their red pants, black jerseys, and red numbers. Rawls looks in, gets the signal, and another swing and a miss for Riley. Pitching to Riley. And they spell their names different. Riley Luquire spells her name R-I-L-E-I-G-H. Riley Rawls is R-Y-L-E-E. So a couple of different spelling variations there. Another swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. And that is the third strikeout of the day. Riley Rawls moving up the strikeout ladder here at Swain County High School as a sophomore. Now with 233 career strikeouts. Or check that, trying to catch 230 strikeouts, as that would put her past Taylor Day, who has 229 strikeouts. So 3 more. And Riley will have 230. There's a check swing, and that's going to be a call strike. That's going to be a call strike from behind home plate. And this is going to be Shantae Rattler. Hannah Talkington is going to be on deck now for Andrews. Rattler, the starting shortstop for the Lady Wildcats. Shantae Rattler. Swing and a miss, strike 2. On deck is going to be Hannah Talkington, as we mentioned, followed by Kaya Ellis. We're on the top of the second inning, and if you're looking for a score, it's Swain 4, Andrews 0. Rawls looking in again for the signal. And a check swing, and they're going to call that a call third strike. So again, that's going to be out number 3. And now 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts on the day for Riley Rawls already. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, it's Swain 4, Andrews 0. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second inning here. Our Lady Devils on top 4-0 over the Lady Wildcats of Andrews as we get things underway. Again, our Lady Devils had a big first inning, putting 4 on the board. And leading off here is going to be Addison Jenkins. Got a big double on the season for Addison. That pitch, though, is going to be in the dirt for a ball. On deck will be the top of the lineup and Molly Woodard, followed by Kennedy Anthony. Again, the big shot on the day has been a 3-run homer off the bat of Carly Tisateski, her second home run of the year, and her 14th RBI. A foul ball off the top of the dugout out of play. As Robbie Brown looks over there and to see if anybody's available to throw that ball back in play, but apparently not right now. So, by the way, we're seeing the Andrews boys roll in. It's going to be baseball time coming up at 6:30. As we'll have Andrews and Maroon Devil baseball. Shot up the middle is going to be a base hit. And a quick throw back into second base. But again, a big base hit off the bat of Addison Jenkins. So she leads it off here with a single. Addison Jenkins, again, a good way to lead off. That is her second hit on the year. She has scored 3 runs. Also has a big double on the season for Addison, one of the juniors on this Lady Devil team. As we go to the top of the lineup, and Molly Woodard. Molly, foul ball out of play over behind the dugout. As we mentioned, Molly having a good season, hitting .333. Led off with a single and scored the first run of the game as her sister Faith actually knocked her in with a fly ball to center field when Molly was down at third base. But again, Molly having a good year with the bat as well. 10 runs scored, 11 hits on the year, 4 stolen bases, 1 triple, a double, 5 RBIs, and heading on down to second base with a stolen base is going to be Addison Jenkins. And I believe that might be Addison's first stolen base of the year. So good for her. Addison, again, a junior on this team. Good bunch of juniors, sophomores, and some freshmen on this squad as well. Young team with a lot of promise. Here's a high foul ball. Going to be out of play, though. Oh, boy. Well, it was almost, matter of fact, it was just in play inside the fence, but nobody could get to it. Andrews, first baseman, second baseman, and right fielder all coming hard, but just inside the fence. Foul ball. Kennedy Anthony on deck. We'll take a look at those Smoky Mountain Conference softball standings here in a few. Right now, the windup and the throw are going to be high for a ball. Talking about those standings, right now, Murphy and Robbinsville lead the pack. Murphy 6-0 in conference play. Robbinsville 5-0. Hawassi Dam at 4-2. Then our Lady Devils at 3-3, followed by Cherokee at 2-4. Hayesville 1-5. Andrews looking for their first conference win at 0-7. Here's a high fly that's going to be trouble. Drops in over the infield for a base hit, and rolling on into third base over there is going to be Addison Jenkins on a base hit off the bat of Molly Woodard. Now 2 for 2 on the day. 2 base hits, second base open. I expect Molly will head on down there soon. Kennedy Anthony is now in the batter's box. Walked her first time up. Kennedy, though, with a big bat, 444. Leading the team in batting average, 12 hits, 12 RBIs. And the ball gets through. Run is going to score from third, and hustling around second and going into third base is going to be Molly Woodard. So again, a ball that just couldn't be handled behind the plate is going to result in a Maroon Devil run number 5 with a 5-0 lead here. And now already down at third base is Molly Woodard. Kennedy Anthony batting. 5-0 Lady Devil lead. Pitch high for a ball. It's been a tough season, and again, not being critical of Andrews, but they have really struggled this year. Losing to Hayesville 26-13, Copper Basin 19-6. They lost to Hawassi Dam 30-0. Lost again to Hawassi Dam 18-0. Lost to Murphy 15-0. Lost to Murphy in the second meeting 19-2. Lost at Robbinsville 15-0. And their last meeting was April 5th against Robbinsville, losing 17-0. So the Lady Wildcats, again, having a tough season. Overall, 0-8, 0-7 in conference play. Looking for their first win. That pitch getting through and rolling on in from third base with run number 6 is going to be Molly. And now starting to head around first base again. Kennedy Anthony this time. The Lady Wildcats with a throw down to second base. And Kennedy has to hold up her second walk on the day. And now the Lady Devils with a 6-0 lead. Kennedy at first base. Riley Rawls at the plate. Walked her first time up as well. And look for Kennedy to take off. Kennedy Anthony is so athletic. She can run. 3 stolen bases on the year. Starts to go, but hangs up. Got a lot of young men coming over to the baseball dugout. I understand the Swain Middle School baseball team is coming over to enjoy some of the high school baseball that's going to be between Swain and Andrews at 6:30. Pitch in, heading on down to second. Kennedy rolls in safely, no throw. So now the Lady Devils run in scoring position again with a 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. And again, baseball coming up at 6:30, so that's about an hour and a half away. Pitch high for a ball. So Josh Gordon and myself, we're going to be pulling double duty today, doing softball and then baseball coming up at 6:30. Andrews and Swain here at Swain County High School. Kennedy Anthony at second base. Riley Rawls in the batter's box. Off-speed pitch gets through, and Kennedy rolls around and holds at third base now. And again, that has been an issue today for the Lady Wildcats, is whether it's a wild pitch, whether it's a pass ball, but there have been a lot of balls that allow the Lady Devil runners to take advantage with the base. There's a foul ball out of play, so no harm done here. On deck is going to be Faith Woodard. So it's been a tough day between the pitcher and the catcher here for Andrews with those extra bases as a result of pass balls and potentially wild pitches. However you prefer to score those, we stay away from that because that's a judgment call for the most part. That ball gets through. That ball was in the dirt. And rolling on in with a score from third base is Kennedy Anthony. So Kennedy scores. So again, 2 runs in this inning alone, now with a 7-0 Lady Devil lead, have scored from third. when the ball gets through. So that's tough. It's tough on the pitcher, tough on the catcher, tough on the infield from a defensive standpoint. Now another ball in the dirt. And this is going to be ball 4. So Riley is on with her second walk of the day. And I guess we're going to have a pinch runner. As Riley, of course, does so much work in the pitching circle. She gets a relief from a pinch runner as Coach Toby Burrow looks at the home plate umpire for the call. And Riley goes out. And coming back in again, I'm guessing it's going to be Jaden Smiley, sophomore. I think Jaden has scored 8 runs on the year, mostly as a pinch runner. Jaden has had 1 at bat this year, but again, has scored at least 7 or 8 runs on the season. And she heads on down to second base. Throw not even close. Jaden slides in head first, safely. Faith Woodard at the plate. Faith got big RBI her last time, hit a fly ball into center field, and knocked in her sister Molly from third base. Faith on the year, hitting .346. Now 8 RBIs. Has a big home run off her bat as well. Kinley Queen back in the circle. There's a high fly, potential play in center field, and the center field catches it, her second. Good play out there on fly balls. So for the second time today, Faith has hit a fly ball to center field. Okay. Faith getting the bat on the ball here today, no question about it. Batting now, Carly Tisateski. You know what Carly did last time? She knocked one about 20 feet over the left field fence for a 3-run homer, her second home run of the season, and now 14 RBIs on the year as well. Carly just blasted that ball. Big cut for a swing and a miss for strike 1. But Carly launched that shot her first time up. That ball was way up on the bank over there and straight away left field. That's well over 200 feet. And it cleared the fence by, wow, a long way. Was not even close. She just crushed it. There's a foul ball for a quick 0-2 count. Again, hanging in there down at second base is going to be Jaden Smiley as the Lady Devils have a 7-0 lead here on the bottom of the second. Don't forget, baseball coming up at 6:30. And you got it, Swain versus Andrews. Now, back on the pitching rubber, Kinley Queen, the pitcher for the Lady Wildcats. Ball gets by, heading on down to third base. Standing up is Jaden Smiley. Jaden has been on the bases a lot this year. Again, 7 runs coming into this game today. I think she scored also earlier running for Riley Rawls. So I think she's scored 8 times this year. And the catcher adjusting. I think she's had a little bit of trouble with her catcher's mask. And she's working on that again. I think she had a little trouble with that earlier. And I got to tell you, I feel for high school athletic budgets, catcher's mask, gloves, you name it. Those things are so expensive. And most schools around the area are stretched thin anyway with athletic budgets. And man, oh man, I feel for athletic directors and coaches. It's tough. Ground ball. Carly stays alive in there with a ground ball off her bat. 0-2 the count now with a runner at third and a 7-0 Lady Devil lead. And boy, talking about a busy time of the year. Coming down the home stretch with about 6 weeks basically left at the end of the school calendar. There's so much going on. Pitch in, just missing for a ball. So teachers, coaches, administrators, students, athletes, it is a busy time of the year. Again, it's just a lot going on. And our best to all those folks who work hard Oh, that ball gets through. Holding it down at third base, though. Jaden hangs on. Carly hangs in there at the plate again. She blasted a 3-run shot her first time up. And again, a lot of guys rolling in. We've got the Swain Middle School. They're going to be in the Maroon Devil baseball dugout, kind of learning, watching, having some fun with the baseball matchup coming up at 6:30, Swain versus Andrews. I'm sure the lights will be on. Now the coach coming out. Apparently they're still having some trouble with the catcher's mask, and he's going to come out and try to work on it a little bit. And I don't know if it's just loose or can't get it adjusted right, but boy, when you're a catcher, you got to have that thing fitting as good as you can, because these pitchers, I know it's softball, but man, they can bring that ball across the plate with a lot of steam. Fast pitch softball has really come a long way, I think, and you're seeing that even at the collegiate level. That College Softball World Series has become a big deal out in Oklahoma, and Oklahoma's team is one of the reasons. I think they're the defending national champs, I believe. High pop up could be in play, and it's going to be caught. And I'm not sure who came on to catch it, but that's going to be an out. Was the pitcher coming on. Good catch coming from the pitching circle. Kinley Queen with a high pop-up off the bat of Carly Tisateski. Caught basically right in front of the plate for the out. So now Kaylee Parker batting. Kaylee got on with a walk last time, and I believe we have 2 out now. Kaylee hitting 148, 8 runs scored on the year. Walked last time. Kaylee, a couple of stolen bases. Again, one of the really good juniors on this Lady Devil softball team. Down at third base, Jaden Smiley hanging out saying, come on, bring me in, I want to score. 7-0 Lady Devil lead, bottom of the second, foul ball behind the plate, no play. Now, later this week, the Lady Devils will be returning the favor. They'll be going to Andrews on Friday, weather permitting. And I know, yeah, there's a slight chance of rain Friday. So, but that's that's the baseball and softball world. And again, at Andrews on Friday, weather permitting. Pitch high for a ball. And that's going to be baseball and softball. Our girls and boys will be going to Andrews this Friday, weather permitting. Now, the next, again, including today, 3 Tuesdays in a row, we're going to be at home here for Lady Devil softball and Maroon Devil baseball. There's a shot to second base, going to be caught for an easy out, number 3. So we leave 1 on base, and we've played 2 innings, and it's a 7-0 Lady Devil lead. We'll be right back. Here on the Maroon Devils Network, glad to have you along on a Tuesday as our Lady Devils have a 7-0 lead after 2 complete innings here at Swain County High School, home of the Lady Devils. And right now, Andrews batting in the top of the third, facing Riley Rawls, one of the strikeout leaders, actually, in Western North Carolina. A big swing and a miss. Batting now is going to be Hannah Talkington. On deck is going to be Kaya Ellis, and then we go back to the top of the lineup and Alexis Beasley here for the Lady Wildcats of Andrews. And again, we have baseball coming up starting at about 6:30 between the same two schools, Swain and Andrews. Swing and a miss. Riley Rawls is, again, with every strikeout, climbing that ladder. She has 4 strikeouts on the day in 2 innings and a couple more. She'll be moving into 5th place all-time with 230 career strikeouts, passing Taylor Day, who had 229 and a great run here at Swain. There's a ground ball back to Riley, out over to first base in time for out number 2. So Hannah Talkington, a ground out to the pitcher, 1 down. And Kaya Ellis, the starting center fielder for the Wildcats, hitting now with nobody on and 1 down. Talking about our strikeout leaders, of course, leading the pack, I believe it's with 820. Shelby Parker, Sarah Smiley, back then Sarah Davis, and she's got 660-some strikeouts, followed by Kristen Cook third, Stacy Griggs with in 4th place, and as we mentioned, Taylor Day right now in 5th place. But I have a feeling in the next inning or so, it's going to be Riley Rawls moving up that career strikeout calendar, as she's, again, one of the strikeout leaders in Western North Carolina. And Riley is only a sophomore, as you know. There's a high pitch for a ball. Nobody on with 1 down. Here with a 7-0 lead over the Lady Wildcats of Andrews. Just a beautiful afternoon. Kids out playing, having a good time, and the weather is so conducive to doing anything outside, whether it's working in the garden, mowing the grass, or just enjoying life. Oh, there's a ground ball right in front of the plate, and Riley Rawls not happy with herself. She got there quickly to make a play, lost her balance, and couldn't make the play down to first base. As now on at first is going to be Kaya Ellis. Batting now, top of the lineup, Alexis Beasley got on with a base hit her first time up. The Lady Wildcat left fielder, Kinley Queen, the starting pitcher, is going to be on deck. 1 down, runner on first now. Again, Kaya Ellis at first base. And the red and black for Andrews. Swing and a miss by Alexis Beasley. And again, we appreciate the lineup help from the coaching staff of Andrews. Head coach Reagan Holder. Nice lineup he provided us. David Queen, Kenny Clark, Emily Merritt. The folks that are doing the job for the Andrews Lady Wildcats softball team. Off-speed pitch, kind of handcuffed Alexis Beasley. Swing and a miss, but just could not make contact. Rawls gets the call on the pitch. Back on the pitching rubber. And there's a foul ball off the bat of Alexis. Kinley Queen again on deck. And again, baseball coming up at 6:30. Swain versus Andrews here at Swain County High School. We'll talk about baseball later on. But again, here in softball, again, right now the top 4, Murphy 6-0, Robbinsville 5-0, Hiwassee Dam 4-2, Swain 3-3. Those are the top 4 teams in the Smoky Mountain Conference softball standings. There's a swing and a miss. Pick out throw down to first, not in time. Unofficially, that is 5 strikeouts now for Riley Rawls. And with 1 more, she will pass Taylor Day and will have 230 career strikeouts, moving into 5th place all time behind those outstanding pitchers. And that is a very select crew. Shelby Parker, Sarah Smiley, Kristen Cook, Stacy Griggs. That is Now her next step after that, once Riley gets 230, the next jump would be 350. That's on up the ladder. Swing and a miss. Big cut at the plate by Kinley Queen, who struck out last time. Down at first again is Kaya Ellis, the second base runner on the day, here on the third for Andrews. But again, they are scoreless here in this 7-0 Lady Devil lead in the top of the third. There's a foul ball going to be out of play on the first base side. Talking about baseball, the Maroon Devils had a nice win yesterday over Carolina Day. I believe it was a 9-2 win. We'll talk more about that during the baseball broadcast starting at 6:30. Rawls looking in. And there's another foul ball out of play over the dugout for Andrews. On deck is going to be Carly Clark for the Lady Wildcats. And don't forget now, after today, the next 2 Tuesdays, home baseball and softball. Murphy coming in next Tuesday, Hawassi Dam the following Tuesday in 2 weeks. There's another foul ball out of play. So the next 2 Tuesdays, weather permitting, we're going to be having some really competitive baseball and softball with Murphy coming in next week, Hawassi Dam the following week here at Swain. And then the following Fridays, it's going to be at their respective schools on the road for the Devils. Rawls with a windup and the throw. Pitch in. The dirt. Going to be a ball. So get your calendar ready. Baseball and softball next Tuesday and 2 weeks from today, the following Tuesday. Rawls with a windup and the throw. There's another foul ball. And this one hits the back of the baseball dugout. I tell you, Kinley Queen hanging in there. She's not giving up, hitting some foul balls. And if you're wondering why I don't give any stats for the Lady Wildcats, no stats were available. The stats are on the Max Preps website, and there were no stats available. So just so you know, I'm not being favoritism. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3 for Kinley Queen at out number 3 as well. And with that, then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 strikeouts, and Riley Rawls has now moved into 5th place all-time with 230 career strikeouts, just passing Taylor Day. So congratulations to Riley Rawls, number 5, and moving on up. A very distinguished pitching ladder here at Swain County High School. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be back after this timeout. begins. Here we go. Bottom three. Lady Devils with a strong 7-0 lead here as we enter the bottom of the third inning. And it's going to be Maddie Bird leading off. That first pitch is going to be high. Maddie struck out last time, but Maddie has had a good season, hitting .304, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. And again, just having a solid year for the Lady Devils. Maddie, 6 runs, 7 hits on the year, 7 RBIs, a double, a triple, and is the team leader with 3 home runs. So Maddie, the starting left fielder. Again, one of those young sophomores on this young Lady Devil team. Pitch in for a ball, missing low. And still in the pitching circle, Kinley Queen, your starter today for the Lady Wildcats of Andrews. Pitch high for a ball. This one getting high and getting on. Ball 4 is going to be Maddie now with the base on balls. Allie Stevenson batting now. The Lady Devils starting third baseman. Allie on the season hitting .190, 6 runs scored on the year. For the Lady Devil freshman, 1 RBI, 1 big double, 3 stolen bases, 4 hits on the year. And I believe she has the distinction of being the only freshman starter right now. There's a big swing and a miss, heading on down to second base, sliding in safely. Is going to be Maddie Bird. On deck, Addison Jenkins. We're in the bottom of the third, 7-0 Lady Devil lead here, as Riley Rawls has been strong in the pitching circle, already 6 strikeouts, moving her to 230 career strikeouts, just passing outstanding Taylor Day, who had 229 in her career. Pitch for a strike. As we mentioned, now with 230 strikeouts, Riley's next rung on the ladder will be 350 strikeouts that Stacy Griggs had, I believe. 350 in her career. Pitch in, just missing for a ball. And then, of course, talking about a tall ladder to climb, Shelby Parker had 820 strikeouts and a great career down at Furman. Sarah Smiley, then Sarah Davis had over 660. So those numbers are just eye-popping, to say the least. Are they within reach of Riley Rawls? Well, you do the math. Riley is a sophomore. Riley still has, after today, at least 5 games left, 5 or 6. I know we have 5 conference games left. So Riley, there's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be a strikeout again for pitcher Kinley Queen. So the second strikeout on the day for Allie. Addison Jenkins batting now. The Lady Devil right fielder with a big double on the year. Had a single first time up. On deck, we go back to the top, and Molly Woodard. Ground ball back to the pitcher. On over to first for the out. That will move Maddie Bird on over to third base. So Addison, a ground ball to the pitcher, and that's going to be out number 2 here. In the bottom of the third inning, Molly Woodard batting now. Already 2 for 2 on the day for the center fielder. Maddie Bird down at third base as the Lady Devils have 2 out and a 7-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. There's a swing and a miss. Maddie jumping off third base now gets back. But if you do the math, Riley Rawls has a legitimate chance of becoming the all-time strikeout leader in Lady Devil softball. I'm saying fast pitch softball history. I say that tongue in cheek. Of course, back in the day when the Lady Devils played slow pitch softball, strikeouts were really not quite the stat that we're seeing these days. Hey, ask Connie Sutton. She was a great slow pitch softball pitcher back in the day. I always give Connie a lot of credit, and she was pitching way back in the day when we used to play slow pitch Lady Devil softball up at the Swain County Recreation Park. Way back when. We used to record the games and play them back the next day. And then we got a phone line put in and we could do it live. We thought we were big time when we got to do it live like we're doing here today. Pitch off speed, missing for a ball from Kinley Queen. Two out here, bottom three. Smoky Mountain Conference softball. Pitch in, off speed for a strike, and that's going to be called strike three as we leave one stranded. So we've played three. Lady Devils in control right now with a 7-0 lead. We'll be back with the top of the fourth after this timeout. Fans, welcome back. We go to the top of the fourth inning here in Lady Devil softball. Andrews Wildcats here in town. And batting is going to be the starting first baseman for the Lady Wildcats, Carly Clark, number 3 batter, followed by Demi Davis and Katie Moses, number 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Lady Wildcats. Carly struck out first time up. This pitch way high. Wild pitch. That one gets through. Carly's a great catcher, but that one just a little bit high. Davis on deck, followed by Katie Moses here in the top of the fourth inning. A great day for softball and baseball weather-wise. A lot of fans out just hanging around, having a good time, and wearing the shorts and T-shirts. And good 80-degree day. Oh, big swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1 the count now to first baseman Carly Clark for the Lady Wildcats. But again, don't forget now, coming up this Friday, weather permitting, Swain at Andrews in softball and baseball with a return trip home and away, as we do with all the teams in the conference. Pitch in, there's a call strike. Next week, it's Murphy. Murphy will be here next Tuesday, and then the following Friday, our Lady Devils and Devils go to Murphy. And then the final week of the regular season, 2 weeks from today, Hiwassee Dam will be here. Followed up that Friday with a road trip to Hiwassee Dam. Big swing and a miss. And that's going to be strikeout number 7. As we've been talking about, Riley Rawls has moved up to number 5 all-time in strikeouts here at Swain County High School, just passing Taylor Day, who had 229. And right now, Riley has 231. And as we mentioned, her next step up this mountain is going to be 350 strikeouts to try to pass Stacy Griggs at number 4, followed by Kristen Cook, Sarah Davis-Smiley, and the all-time leader, Shelby Parker, with 820. Swing and a miss. Shelby, of course, went on to play down at Furman. And is just an outstanding person and was an outstanding player as well. We'll talk about some of that history here in just a moment. Riley with the windup and the throw. Pitch in, off speed, missing for a ball. The Maroon Devils, and again, a lot of that was due to some of the outstanding pitching that we just talked about. But our Maroon Devils, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We won 6 Smoky Mountain Conference championships in a row. 6 in a row. That's so hard to do. There's a foul ball off the bat now of Demi Davis. We won Smoky Mountain Conference championships in 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, and 2010. We just missed in 2011, but came back and won again in 2012. More on that in just a minute. Rawls now with a windup as she looks in. Gets the call from Carly. Pitch in. Oh, boy, that looked good from here, and it is going to be a call, strike, and another punch out. As Demi Davis goes down. Demi had grounded to second her first time, but now strikes out. Katie Moses batting now, grounded to shortstop her last time. But talking about that great run, our Lady Devils not only won 6 consecutive Smoky Mountain Conference championships, we went to the Final Four 5 years in a row. 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, and 2010. 5 years in a row to the Final Four. Most of that was down at Walnut Creek. It might have been all at Walnut Creek, and we were there every year. It was just so much fun. First pitch in for a strike now to Katie Moses, the right fielder for the Lady Wildcats. And here's one more accolade from those great teams. In 2008, our Lady Devils not only was a Smoky Mountain Conference champion, we went to the Final Four, and we were state runner-ups in 2008. There's a foul ball. So, again, we played for the state championship in 2008 down at Walnut Creek. And, man, I'll be honest, I wish it was still at Walnut Creek. Such a great facility. They had all the softball playoffs there, 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A, because there were 4 fields. And the press box was situated so that people could work in the press box and 4 games could be going on at the same time in all 4 divisions. It was a great setup. And I wish, as I mentioned, there's another strikeout, and caught looking again is going to be Katie Moses. So the Lady Devils, good inning, 3 up and 3 down, 3 consecutive strikeouts, and we go to the bottom of the 4th with a 7-0 lead. We'll be right back. As we go to the bottom of the fourth inning here at the home of the Lady Devils, and leading off for the Lady Devils with a 7-0 lead over Andrews is going to be Kennedy Anthony. Already been on base twice, a couple of walks on the day for Kennedy. Riley Rawls is going to be on deck as our Lady Devils face Kinley Queen, who has been in the circle. Got the start and has been there the entire afternoon for the Lady Wildcats. But it was good last inning, looking back on that great run that I'm not sure. There's a high pop-up, going to be over infield, going to be dropping in for a base hit. Good base hit off the bat of Kennedy Anthony. Again, one of our hitting leaders has been on the base all 3 times today. Kennedy coming in to today's ball game, hitting .444. That is her 13th hit, by the way. She and Carly are the hit leaders on this team. Kennedy with 12 RBIs coming into this game today. Now Carly, I believe, has 14 with that 3-run homer. Kennedy rolling on down to second base. Easily with a good base running job there. Kennedy on the year, though, has a couple of home runs, a triple, a couple of doubles. And again, bunch of RBIs on the season for Kennedy Anthony, our sophomore shortstop. Wind up and the throw. There's a pop-up that's going to be over. Oh, shortstop has it. Third baseman drifted back, but it's going to be off the bat of Riley Rawls, and that's going to be 1 down. So Riley had actually walked a couple of times before that pop-up to shortstop. 1 down. Faith Woodard hitting now. Faith on the day, coming in hitting .346 with a big home run. Knocked her sister Molly in for the first run of the game today. I know I've said that 2 times or 3. But Faith has flied to center field 2 times in a row here off her strong bat. There's a foul ball, and this is going to be over the Wildcat dugout. Faith, our starting first baseman, Carly Tisateski, is going to be on deck. Faith, a junior, and we hope all these juniors, sophomores, and freshmen on the squad, we hope they all come back next year, because this team is going to be even better, I think, obviously. If these people return, ball in the dirt, that's going to be a wild pitch that gets through, and easy down to third base for Kennedy Anthony. So now first and second base unoccupied as Faith digs in. Pitch high, that one gets through. Kennedy holds down at third base, though. Head coach Toby Burrell down there, giving her the go or stop sign, the red or the green light, if you will. Lady Devils with a 7-0 lead with 3 more runs would have a 10-run mercy win if the game continues after 5 innings. Ground ball is going to be knocked down, but there's going to be, it is a play at first base. The Lady Devils get the run scoring, but again, Faith Woodard going to be thrown out down at first base. That was a heck of a play by the shortstop. The ball was knocked down by third baseman Hannah Talkington. The shortstop jumped over there. Shantae Rattler picked it up and fired a rocket on over to first base just by a step. Got Faith Woodard on the play at first base. So a couple of outs now, but again, the Lady Devils get 1. It's 8-0. Bases empty now with 2 down. Pitch low, and again, it's going to be a ball. Carly Tisateski really got it rolling in that first inning with a 3-run homer. Her second home run, her 14th RBI of the year, and her batting average now over .430, I'm guessing, coming in hitting .429. Carly, of course, popped up to the pitcher last time, but a dangerous bat. Ground ball to second base. On over to first, it's going to be in time, just barely. I mean, just barely for the force out at first base. So we go with an 8-0 lead now. The Lady Devils on top. We go to the 5th inning, and we'll be back to see what's happening after this timeout. Fans, we've played 4 innings, and we go to the top of the 5th inning here. Leading off for the Lady Wildcats is going to be Riley Luquire, the starting second baseman, followed by Shantae Rattler and Hannah Talkington, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the Lady Wildcat lineup. And the first pitch is going to be a swing and a miss for a strike. Again, good day for Riley Rawls. Again, moving into 5th place on the Lady Devil all-time strikeout ladder, and that's a very impressive ladder, just passing Taylor Day, as we mentioned, who had 229 coming into this game today. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Again, the top 4 now: Shelby Parker 1, Sarah Smiley 2, Kristen Cook 3, Stacy Griggs 4, and now Riley Rawls, number 5, as a sophomore. So again, a lot of strikeouts, I'm sure, coming up down the line. Riley with a windup and the throw. There's another strikeout right there, as those strikeouts keep adding up for Rawls. So Riley strikes out Riley. That's Riley Luquire for Andrews with 1 down. Shantae Rattler struck out last time up. Shantae, the starting shortstop, made a good play a moment ago with a ball knocked down at third base. She hustled over there, picked it up, and threw a shot over to first base. Hannah Talkington is going to be on deck. There's a swing and a miss. And again, we don't have any stats available for Andrews Lady Wildcats. Our stats come off the website Max Preps, and there were none listed. So we apologize, as there were just none available. We can't give them if we don't have them available. Well, I know we've talked a lot about the Lady Devil stats, offensively and defensively and pitching and so forth. But as again, we got those off the Max Preps website, if you're familiar with that. If you're not, you should look it up and enter in your favorite team and check out some of their stats and so forth. There's another swing and a miss, and that's going to be the second strikeout of this inning, as Shantae Rattler goes down with a strikeout. Talking about Riley Rawls coming into this game today, some of her stats now with 2 out, a 2.38 ERA on the season, 53 innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 82 strikeouts, now getting closer to 90 on the year. Only 10 walks, giving up 3 home runs, no doubles, no triples given up, and now probably about 770 pitches at least on the year, again, for Riley Rawls. And again, those stats coming off Max Preps. And the Lady Devil coaches, Coach Toby Burrell and his staff, they're responsible for entering all those stats and making those available to fans and to the media and to the opposing teams. It's a scouting tool, and it's also a broadcast tool as well. Riley wind up and throw, and it's going to be another swing and a miss. Riley Rawls has had a very successful day right now, pitching a shutout. I think officially 1 solid hit. There was one that might have been classified as a hit or an error earlier in the day, but another swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So now we go to the bottom of the inning, 3 up and 3 down, 3 straight strikeouts for Riley Rawls, and we'll come back. Can the Lady Devils score 2? It's an 8-0 lead. We'll be back to find out after this timeout. Fans, here we go. Bottom of the fifth inning. Lady Devils with an 8-0 lead. And leading off here in the bottom of the fifth is going to be Addison Jenkins. 1 for 2 on the day. Got a first single her first time up. And grounded to the pitcher last time. On deck will be Molly Woodard. And we'll have Kennedy Anthony. Top of the lineup following Addison Jenkins, our right fielder. Addison, a junior, pitch high from the right arm of Andrew's starting pitcher, Kinley Queen, who has been in the circle the entire day here for the Lady Wildcats. I tell you, the guys on the baseball field are looking forward to playing. They're going to start at 6:30. Foul ball off the bat of Addison. So all the guys are there. I'm not sure if the baseball umpires are here. They can't start without them. But both Andrews and Swain are looking ready to go at 6:30. And we'll be on the air with that broadcast coming up as well. So we hope you'll join us. Lady Devils with 2 runs here can make this a 5-run game. As you know, there is a 10-run mercy rule in high school softball and baseball at the end of 5 innings. Pitch high for ball. That's going to be a base on balls for Addison Jenkins. So Addison on now. Molly Woodard coming up to bat for the Lady Devils. Nope, I got to check that. Coming up to bat is going to be, this is Maddie Bird batting now, my bad. And taking off now is going to be Kaylee Parker. So I was totally out of order. So Kaylee, let me correct that. Kaylee Parker just got that walk, our second baseman. And so it was number 4 at the plate, not number 5, my bad. And batting now is number 17, Maddie Bird. Again, one of the Bird sisters, Maddie and Mackenzie. Here's Queen with a windup on the throw. Big swing and a miss for a strike. And now down at second base is Kaylee Parker. Maddie Bird batting. Allie Stevenson on deck. Get my batting order correct here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lady Devils up 8-0. Pitch high. Dancing off down there is Kaylee, and she gets back to second base. There have been some troubles today for the Lady Wildcats with balls that get through, whether it be a wild pitch or a pass ball. And the Lady Devils have obviously tried to take advantage of that situation. That's a ball high. Lady Devils not afraid to run. Coming into this ball game today, some of the team averages, our Lady Devils hitting .286 with 68 runs scored, 69 hits, 16 doubles, 5 triples, 8 home runs, 18 walks on the year. There's again a ball in the dirt heading on down to third base now. Again, it's going to be Kaylee Parker. Rounding first and heading on down to second is going to be Maddie Bird. Now here's a throw coming into home plate. The run will score. Throw down to third base, and diving back in at second is going to be Maddie Bird. So the Lady Devils get run number 9, and Maddie is down at second base safely. So a big run-scoring play for the Lady Devils. Talking about our Lady Devils stats, we have walked 18 times, 42 strikeouts at the plate. We have left 37 runners on base this year. We have 16 stolen bases, a 2.38 ERA. Of course, most of that is from the right arm of Riley Rawls. 82 strikeouts, only 10 walks, 18 earned runs, 30 total runs, and 48 hits on the day from the pitching side of things. So just some team stats to throw at you. Down at second base. There's a ground ball, slow roller, throw on over to first. It's going to be 1 down, and now down to third base after that ground out by Allie Stevenson. That moves Maddie Bird on over to third. Batting now, I believe, is going to be Addison Jenkins. Yep, this is number 5. That's who I thought was batting earlier, and it was it was Kaylee. Addison batting now. Walked last time. Game-winning run at third base. Lady Devils with a 9-0 lead here. Molly Woodard, top of the lineup on deck. So you know Maddie Bird is primed and ready to go down at third base. Big swing and a miss. Wildcat outfield about medium depth right now. There's a ground ball. It's going to be foul. Just foul on the third base side. But, boy, taking off down to first in a hurry was Addison Jenkins. If it had been fair, I think she would have beat the throw. Of course, down at third base, Maddie has to hold up. That ball was not one she could really run on unless there was a pickup and throw, which if Andrews is smart, not going to do that with that winning run at third base with a 10-run mercy rule. Addison digging in. Pitch in for a ball. Don't forget baseball coming up at 6:30 here on the Maroon Devils Network. Andrews and Swain. Smoky Mountain Conference. One of the toughest conferences in the state in 1A or basically any level for that matter. Wind up on the throw. Pitch missing outside for a ball. Maddie gets back to third. Sun slowly sinking over beyond Hazel Creek, if you will. You might see some of that on the camera lens as we're looking right into it. Pitch gets by. Maddie starts to go. Now jumps back to third base. Thought for a moment she was going to take off, but she gets back to third. Coming in quickly to cover home plate was pitcher Kinley Queen. So almost a game-winning run coming in from third base. It's a 9-0 Lady Devil lead. And again, we're in the bottom of the fifth. Addison digging in, pitch high. Here she comes, Maddie coming. There's the game-winning run. The game is over as they could not make a play at home plate, and the Lady Devils win it with a 10-0 mercy rule win over the Lady Wildcats of Andrews. Fans, stay tuned. We're going to try to talk to head coach Toby Burrell just briefly after the ball game, and then we'll get ready for baseball coming up in about half an hour at 6:30. And again, thanks to Josh Gordon for getting all the camera work done, and we'll be back after this timeout. Check. We're good. How are you? Might to jack it up. Is this good right here, Josh? We good right here? Fans, welcome back as we get a chance to talk with some of the Lady Devils after an impressive 10-0 win over the Lady Wildcats. Riley Rawls. We talked about you throughout the whole broadcast. Basically, your outstanding pitching. You're now in 5th place on the all-time career strikeout leader. You just passed Taylor Day, who had 229 coming in. You had a good day throwing today. So did you just feel it coming into the game today that it was going to be a good day?
Yes. As soon as I started warming up, I was like, everything was working and everything was hitting the right spots. So I was like, it's gonna be a good day. So.
Yeah. Well, it really was, as you can see on the scoreboard, a 10-0 shutout. And again, and it looked like, you tell me if I'm wrong, it looked like as the game went on, you just got maybe stronger and better as the game went on. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like as long as I know, like after the first inning, as long as I know where the umpire's strike zone is, then I can work my way and know when to spin it and where to spin it and everything like that.
Yeah. Well, you really pitched a great ball game. I know Andrews has had a tough season. We got to go to their place on Friday, but you have a really good connection, I think, with your catcher, and she is one of a kind, just like you are.
She is.
What can you say about Carly? Because, you know, we saw some of this with Andrew. Some of the balls got through. You don't see many of our pitches get through, do you?
No, I think she's just a big old wall back there. She is a very big target to pitch at, so I just think she does a really good job back there.
Yeah. She really does, and again, congratulations on moving up to number 5 on the strikeout leader. Boy, you've got some really good pitchers in front of you. Stacy Kriggs, Kristen Cook, Sarah Davis, now Sarah Smiley, and of course Shelby Parker's. Boy, she's got 820, I think Coach Burrell told me, so keep up the good work, and you'll get there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kennedy Anthony, what a day, Kennedy. You've had a good year. You're playing shortstop. Of course, I'm sure Riley appreciates the good job you do over there in that very hard place to play. So tell us about your play at shortstop. What's the tough thing about playing there?
I'm gonna have to go with reading the hops. In practice, there's a lot of bad, hops, and there's a lot of rocks over there. I broke my finger last year doing it, so I just be me and stay with it.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, besides having a great arm and being a good shortstop, your bat has been really, really good. I think you were the team leader, if my memory serves correctly, in batting average, hitting over 400. Is that something you really worked on coming into the season?
Yeah, my freshman year, I was kind of in a big slump. I couldn't hardly hit, so I kind of worked on it over the course of really worked hard.
Yeah. What do you think is the difference from last year to this year? Of course, we're talking to underclassmen, not a single senior on this team. What's the difference in last year's team and this year's team as you're having some good games this year?
I think last year we were all kind of just like a bunch of islands, and we've kind of just bonded a lot and gotten a lot stronger together.
Yeah, and that says a lot because that chemistry is really important, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, ladies, congratulations. It's been a joy talking to both of you. Good luck at Andrews. Next Tuesday, we're going to be here. I believe we got Murphy coming in next Tuesday here at Swain. And, we don't like those Bulldogs. So, hey, good luck Friday and hope to see you next Tuesday. We're going to bring in head coach Toby Burrell here for a final thought. Coach, 2 outstanding young ladies, and I know they're a joy to coach.
They are. They're absolutely a joy to coach, and they've done a great job this year. Really proud of them in what they've done, and not only in what they've done, but really and truly, Gary, in the way they've grown as young ladies. I'm really proud of them, especially Kennedy and Riley, because Riley's becoming a complete pitcher right before our eyes, and it's been a lot of fun to deal with. She is dynamite. She is on her spots every game, and we widened the strike zone a little bit there near the end a little bit, and the home plate umpire said, I don't need to widen it for your girl. I said, I know, we're on. So she was on her spots all day today, and we're just tickled to death for her. Being able to get a personal milestone is a big deal, and we're happy for her to be able to do that, and real proud of the way she stepped up and been a part of this team and led this team all year long.
Yeah, and Coach, as we mentioned with her, it just seemed like she got stronger as the day went on.
Yeah, I think that was the case for her. To be honest with you, is the heat has a lot to do with it. Of course, as a pitcher, you get a lot looser when it's nice and warm out, and she got some pop there early and got some confidence, and I think that just rolled into just continuing to get stronger as the game went on. And we had her at about 60 pitches, which is where we wanted to be honest with you. So we're tickled with that too. We think she did a heck of a job today, but she's been doing that all year long, to be honest with you, and she's something special to watch. And this is a good ball team. Folks ought to come out and check us out. It's a fun team to watch. We tried to run a little bit today and steal some bases and take advantage of some things, and didn't hit the ball quite as well as we wanted to, but Carla came up with a big one there. Yeah. She does it all the time in practice, so we're glad she's finally doing it in the game against somebody else. But real pleased overall with our first two innings, not so pleased with our next three. And we talked a little bit about that killer instinct, and we'll work on it a little bit more tomorrow.
Coach, I know we still have conference-wise. We go to Andrews Friday talking about conference play. Next Tuesday, just for our Lady Devil fans, Murphy coming here next Tuesday. 2 weeks from today, Hiwassee Dam comes in conference play here at home. So hopefully our fans can support us on the road and especially here at home.
Well, it should be a bunch of good games right there. It should be four good games with us and Murphy and Hiwassee Dam. They've handled us the last couple of years, so we'd love to get back. And get them back a little bit and play the way we've been playing and roll on through the end of the season and see what happens for us.
All right. Coach, always good talking to you. We've got some baseball coming up here in a few minutes. Andrews and Swain, of course, and hopefully we can finish the day 2-0.
I like the sound of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching Lady Devil Softball. We have Maroon Devil Baseball coming up at 6:30, so stay with us as we'll be back in just a few minutes.